Mississippi, mud and cake all together is one, but when they're thought about separately, they have really nothing in common, because one's a river and one's a state as well, and then mud. And then there's many types of cakes. Well, today I'm going to talk to you about Mississippi mud cakes, and it's pretty much combining of all three to make a dessert that's pretty good to eat. It's pretty much just chocolate frosting, chocolate cake, and marshmallows. And today I'm going to talk to you about the history of it, how it became to be, the ingredients of it, and how to make it so you can make it for parties or something like that.
Who has the remote control? Not remote control, but little. Tyler, do you still have the?
No, I said
it's right in front of you. Look straight up, straight up. Isn't it?
No, the little ball.
You said right there. Take it out.
Oh, there it is. Okay, so everybody, make sure you plug in both of these things. Oh, it takes a second. Alright, good now.
Okay, first I'm going to talk about the history. It was first given to the soldiers in World War II as just a quick snack. It was originally called mud pies until it got introduced to the United States in 1975, and because it was brought over because they liked it because it was obviously really good. And they started passing like, oh friends, you have to try this, and as long as they did, it kept going around and around, and it eventually got to famous chefs like, I don't know, Paula Deen and like Rachel Ray and all that, those people, and they started making it on their shows. So that started to get to the people out that obviously watch TV. So since then, since it was a good one, they obviously introduced it to the public. I mean, it's not bad for you. I mean, obviously it's bad for you, but it's quick and easy to make. So take under a half hour pretty much. So as I told you before, it was introduced to the public. Now I'm going to talk to you about the ingredients. And it's pretty much just 2 cups of sugar or more, depends on how much sugar you're willing to put into it. It's salt, flour, butter, and Hershey cocoa, which is really interesting because it doesn't do anything for it. It's optional. It depends on how much chocolate you want really in it. Also, there's vanilla, a bunch of vanilla extract in it. Obviously, mini marshmallows, which you use later in the process. And now, obviously, that I've told you all the ingredients, and lastly, chocolate frosting, and you can either make it homemade or easier just to buy it because it's no different, it's cheaper. Obviously, I've talked to you about the ingredients, so now I'm going to talk to you on how you make it. So first you have to preheat the oven to 350. It says optional 365 if you want to get it done quicker, but they said it's easier to just cook it slow. It's like depending on how much time you have. Anyway, you need the... Sorry, I thought you were asking a question. My bad. But you read like... My bad. Okay. You need the oil, a 13 by 9 pan or a little bigger one if you want them in like brownie shapes. So then you melt your butter and your semi-sweet chocolate in a bowl, microwavable safe bowl for 2 minutes, waiting for it to get pretty much like liquid like water. And then you get all your dry ingredients and just dump them in there along with vanilla and the eggs. And you just sit there and mix it well, and don't let it sit for very long because with the cocoa in it, it likes to chunk up. As it sits longer, it likes to get little clumps, and it's not easy to make, and you have to stir it for longer. Then you, depending on your oven, you cook pretty much for 25 minutes, and that's it. and if you have to, you can cook for a couple more minutes, and then you take it out, set it on, and you get your mini marshmallows, and you have to spread your mini marshmallows out over it, and so that get them away from the edge. They don't, because they poof up really big, and it's like a big dome. So you might want to put it lower in the oven as well. And then you take it out. You cook it for 8 minutes after you put the mini marshmallows back on, and then you take it out, set it, and it takes about 5 minutes for the marshmallows. Once they're down, you have to give it another 5 minutes, because if you put the chocolate frosting on, it'll just pull the marshmallows with it, and it'll be kind of devastating for you, and it won't be as good. So then after it cools down for 5 minutes, you get the little cup of frosting that you buy from Fairway, and you microwave it for about 15 seconds. Then you don't pour it all in the middle. You have to spread it out, like drizzle it, and then spread it over. So then after that, they say don't eat it right away, because it wouldn't be as good and it's harder to eat. So one day they recommend, like overnight, to let it cool. Just set it on a mat or something, a cooking mat, and then you can take it to your party and serve it. So it's a great easy snack for you to take to a party or anything. It only takes 35 minutes to completely make. So yeah.